if you're new here, I'm Kanita, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 7th episode of Anime to Your Eternity, which was requested on Patreon. So let's get to it. Let's go. Alright, let's see a bit of a recap of the previous episode, I guess. Grand objective to preserve this world. That's a pretty vague objective, though. He's like, okay, I sent the orb to the Earth to preserve this world. Is the idea like... I didn't notice before that in her body there are actually outlines of like the boy and the animals. That's interesting. To kind of remember instances from the world, like, is preserving the world. So when something dies, the orb remembers it and can take its shape, and this is like the preservance. Well, probably not. It's just like a manifestation of the idea in its powers. But obviously, it seems like there were some hints dropped that there is some bigger purpose, some bigger objective, and some evil forces that don't want us to preserve this world. They want to maybe like destroy this world even. So that is very peculiar, let's say. Yeah, I'm still looking like at the opening where we do have a lot of stories that we saw already, but it feels like that fight from the previous episode is also shown in the opening. And yeah, I think I remember these branches going out, and it makes me curious, are we going to meet... We're probably not going to meet like the same opponent, that would be kind of boring, but maybe some new or similar opponents. Asking philosophical questions now. And it even like lies there in a fancy way. The boy who wants to change. That is true. We got like two sisters, which I realized weren't actually connected by blood. Now we have two brothers. Pretty sure they are connected by blood. It is like purple yum. I tried an ice cream with the flavor of purple yum yesterday, but it didn't really taste like it, I think. Oh, there's a pretty girl too. He thinks this. Yeah, she looks really cute. Oh, and her eyes are purple. That's a very nice color for the blonde hair. Oh my gosh, this poor wild pig. I forgot how... Boar? Yeah, don't you see a poor victim on his back? Huh. There's something wrong. Did he get into something dangerous or semi-dangerous? Gambling? Yeah, he went into gambling, I think. Yeah, that's totally a normal reaction, right? Yeah, he took it. And he probably ate something already somewhere. Oh my gosh, what a little cutie! Oh, I really hope nothing bad is going to happen to the dog. It's so cute. I'm always scared when dogs show up. Like, oh, are they gonna be okay? Oh. So she has an owner? Ah, this cute girl. Mm. So she's from a rich family. Isn't it the same color as her dress? She already left. Well, that is cute. It makes he seems like such a nice boy, but I think yeah, something is going really wrong with his big brother. I think he either got what is this? That's all their money? Like, either into some vices or something happened. Okay. I just took all the money you worked so hard for and ditched you. What the fuck? Yeah, so he just abandoned his brother, taking all the money? What the heck? Poor boy. But he probably doesn't really want to sell the ring because it's from the girl he likes. Yeah, not for the better though. Oh, he means like I'll be reborn into something better? That's the idea. Oh no. Oh no. Is he okay? Oh, thank God. I was like, no, he already decided not to do it, and now something like this is happening. Yeah, I mean, I guess this scare might have been some. And how he's supposed to keep an eye on this? He's just a little boy. He can't, like, hold it in any way or anything like this. She's very bad, at least. Maybe she has bad hearing. She didn't hear him right away when he was like right near her with the dog, and now she also can't hear him well. Ow. Oof. And I guess people only care about her. Nobody can. It must be the same boy we met in the end of the previous episode because he seems to be still alive, but it hit his head, so maybe his face was disfigured. Yeah, nobody cared about him at all. They're like, oh, only about the girl. Didn't she say anything? Like, what the what the heck is going on? This old man must be Piran's boyfriend that she mentioned. Yeah, holy shit! I would be scared waking up under all these knives. What the fuck? You can even get hurt when you kinda sit up. I mean, he is lucky, I guess, that he survived. But yeah. Why is there a reaction to his belly? I understand that his face was disfigured, but he's very unlucky. Holy shit, his life is horrible. Well, I'm sure that was not the dream, but okay, now we are back to the present. So that was kind of like his backstory. Yeah. And that's interesting since he considers himself a monster now, and now he's been told here is like another monster, so to say. An interesting kind of connection. Hmm. Imma? That's okay. Because he makes liquor. Okay. Yeah, I guess on the bright side, he has a pretty stable, nice home now, and he stayed alive. So like, it's not the worst that it could be, but looks like the orb didn't like it. Yeah, but it's like part of the form. So as far as I understood, it can't kind of be changed in a permanent way. That's cute. Yeah, because it's kind of like part of the form. So maybe it like even disappears if you take it off. I'm not sure how it works. Let's see. Ah, he's like, okay, if we are all undressing, then you should also undress. He doesn't really understand, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I understand. Like, it is a horrible thing that. Orbus like, I learned a new word. Okay. So we are just casually living here now. Okay. Hi. That's a lot of work. Did he mention what happened to his parents? I guess they were dead or something. Awesome! Are you crazy? He's a piece of shit! Well, I guess it's easier for him to be hopeful. Oh, it's a lot of tasty food. Orb flipped over his miso soup, I think. Hmm. Oh. She's probably ready to sell. This is horrible. I thought the booze man is nicer. But I'm sure Perlan would be more serious. Oh. Well, I guess it makes sense. He looks older, but he acts younger. Well, yeah, yeah, he's living nicely now, but and he was trying to do something good. He was trying to save this girl. Like, yeah, this is a very useful phrase. Is this the first time she comes here? Yeah, they still seem the same age, so probably from that flashback, not a long time has passed. Yeah, I thought she wasn't really harmed at all. But it's good it's only like the wound on the arm as well. I think for girl it's even worse. It makes life even harder if you get your face disfigured as a woman, I think. Because, like, society expects more of them to be pretty and stuff. And she's so sweet. Like, she's very good person, I think. Is she, like, into him? He does look quite a bit older, I think. He got jealous. Yeah, she's totally into him, I think. Holy shit! Isn't she like 10? Oh. I feel bad for him. And he was very cute looking before, right? I think she would have liked him if uh, this incident didn't happen. She would think he's cute. I think he's still jealous. Poor him. He just wants to copy everyone. He's like, okay. It's especially adorable when he copies like special expressions. I don't know, that was kind of like a bittersweet episode, because the backstory was heartbreaking, to be honest. This poor boy, he was mostly unlucky in his life, I think. I thought his older brother, when he was first introduced, that he was nice, but after he got acquainted with these other dudes, I feel like either he got into some vices like gambling, I assumed, or maybe he had a good intentions at first, like I'll gamble and I'll win a lot and then I'll become rich or something like this, and kind of got sucked into this. But I feel like in this case we would still see him, and the fact that he just took all of the money, like he didn't even leave anything for his little brother and just took off. So after this we can only assume he is a completely horrible person. So he just took this money and left to live by himself somewhere, to kind of do his own thing, and just abandoned his little brother, who's like a complete child. Yeah, he has some work. It seems he would be able to survive, but at least like take like half. Like I took my half and I left. No, he just took everything, and. Overall, so yeah, his brother is horrible. Then he likes this girl, and I think, yeah, you could say there was no chance from the very beginning, because she's like from a rich family, it seems, like this kind of Ojes Halma, something like this. And he's a regular person, very poor, selling vegetables. So in this kind of society, probably he didn't have a chance anyway, even before all these events. But yeah, still, face is important in when you live in a society, and putting aside the fact that it must be painful, obviously, what happened to him. It doesn't seem like, he doesn't say that it still hurts or anything, but I think when something like this happens to your face, it must hurt a lot, at least in the beginning. So there's that. It might be harder to kind of live day by day, to like eat, breathe, and look. It seems like he has regained all these abilities, which is great, which is probably one of the reasons why the old man said that he is lucky. But your face is very important when you are interacting with other people, because people are very visual creatures, and they do judge others on their appearance. And when they see someone who in their eyes looks like a monster, and especially it seems in these times there are more like superstitions and stuff, so it's even worse, especially when it's like a smaller society. Everyone will kind of look at you and notice you more. Right now in our realities, when you live in a big city, people don't really like look at each other, for example, and obviously nobody is going to think that you are some like monster for real. They're going to think like reasonable things, that's, yeah, something happened to you, or maybe like you were born this way, and yeah, maybe people would be put off, but you will probably still be able to find a job. And in terms of romance, what I wanted to say is that obviously it makes it harder as well, because there is this attraction that usually should happen between people when falling in love, especially at first. But since he is such a nice person, I think he could still find someone who would fall in love with him for his personality. Maybe there wouldn't be like visual attraction, but there can still be the feeling of love and of attachment to another person, obviously. So it's not like he has no hope at all in this department, and that's also why I think for women it would be harder, because for them there are more expectations placed on how they look. And also, like in a romantic sense, when choosing a partner, I feel like in general, I don't want to like say for everyone, right? Just in general, for men, I think visual appearances are more important when choosing a partner, and it might be like a huge part of falling in love. And yes, when you kind of form a deeper connection with a person, and it's not like a crush, lust, but actual love, it's usually about their personality and how you connect with them. But to get to this level, you have to kind of get this person interested in you at the first stages, right? And in general in life, I think it would be, of course, unfortunate if this girl had this kind of disfigurement. I don't know how her life would turn out to be. Like, we don't know how her parents are in this type of society. Would they be like hiding her in the basement after this, saying, "Oh no, our daughter is a monster now, nobody can see her," or like even say, "Okay, we don't need this child anymore." I don't know. Anything could happen to her. So she got really lucky, so that she got only the wound on her arm. And probably if our Gugu was his name, if he didn't help her here, if he didn't try to save her, she could have even been dead, because they are pretty small children, and this was like a whole freaking tree. And we also can see how he was failed by adults, I think, in his life. Obviously, I wasn't sure. Maybe I missed the moment if he said something like what happened to his parents, but obviously his parents are not present. They are probably dead. They are not here. And he said there are people who care about you like the most in the world. So I think if they kind of left their kids or something like that, he wouldn't say this. So they're probably dead. I will check again the beginning of the episode if I missed something. And then he was failed by his older brother, which is also kind of like he's like a young adult, but still an adult for this kid. And then he was failed by this dude with the how with the tree trunks, who was like, who looked at this kid like 2 centimeters tall and was like, "Okay, you keep an eye on it and I'll be back soon." It would be so much more logical for him to say, "Hey kid, can you kind of go like there and say that I need help here, and like send people to help me, right? And I will keep an eye on it, because I actually might have the possibility to do at least something more than you, like this pipsqueak." I feel like, yeah, maybe an adult man also can't like stop a trunk, for example, from falling, but I feel like he still has like more opportunities. Maybe he could figure something out. Maybe he could stall it for little, or I don't know, yell louder so the girl gets out of the way. Her hearing, holy shit, it's trash. I'm sorry, but Gugu was yelling so loudly, like, "Get away from there!" And she's like, they don't even have earphones there. I mean, I would understand if she was listening to music, but she doesn't have anything like that. So that was pretty crazy. So yeah, in general, I think he was very unlucky. Yes, he got lucky in some parts, but that's like comparing, the lesser evil to the bigger evil. Uh, so it's still not the best, to be honest. But yeah, we can at least be happy that he has a nice, stable home. Well, a stable home here, where he doesn't have to like worry about tomorrow, so to say. He doesn't have to live like completely alone as a kid, which obviously was very hard for him. And in terms of romance, so this girl, I think she's a nice girl. She's pretty sweet. She might be spoiled because she's from this rich family, and it's not her fault, I think, if she was spoiled, but she does act still very nice, kind, polite. She gave this ring when she was thankful that the boy found her cute dog. So in general, I think she's a nice person. From what I know so far, I like her. I'm glad that she got from this incident mostly unscathed. and yeah, it seems like she's into Imma. But I think yeah, it happens like when a younger girl likes an older guy. In this direction, I think it's okay to have a crush. Like it is a problem if an older guy thinks, oh, what a pretty kid, that's creepy, right? But for a kid to have a crush on someone older, I think that's pretty normal. That's pretty natural. So I guess I shouldn't be too hard on her for that. And it's also hard to tell their ages, to be honest, since it's an anime. And yeah, he is taller than her, but maybe in her eyes he's just a few years older. uh, so I guess okay, and Gugu sees him as this kind of rival, as this creating kind of a comedy situation a little bit. But yeah, I feel bad for Gugu. Is that all? I feel like I wanted to say something else, but it feels like my throat is still not feeling that well from the cold. It's kind of not going away completely. I still have sore throat and sore nose, so it's getting tired. Maybe I'll add something later. And if you have anything to say about this episode, please share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.